of a shadowy part of Charles, of course, because you know Charles is in the grand final at the moment as well, and Natz is fighting for a spot there as well. But I'm looking forward to this. This is gonna be absolute chaos. 6 people and only 2 spots to take. On paper, your eyes would be looking toward noiszia and Lele, who just came from the upper bracket. But honestly, at this point, it's anybody's game. Who will just break under the pressure and who's willing to take it? Because Rook1e is still in here. Natz, I said as well. Lele, noiszia, and Gabbo and Baupro. You know, you cannot still scoff them out. You know, you can have one good match, and that's all you need to make it.
Yeah, you have 2 more cows now on the racetrack, and this is definitely influential, especially if you make a mistake like Gabbo and then you just make a mistake in the next round and all of a sudden you just fall behind the pack so much, because 10 and 8 points for first and second is a lot, let's say like that. A bit different than 10 and 6 points, so 2 players will be getting a lot of points out of those rounds. I mean, 6 points is also not too bad, but if you just get those 6 points every round, you will probably not reach finalist mode, whereas if you get occasionally 10 and then the 8 points, you know, so those things can happen. And right now, rightfully, you say it like that, Rook1e in the lead, Baupro on third, and then noiszia 0.6 ahead of his opponents, whereas Natz and Lele are all like 1 second behind. And we also see a snipe from Lele here in the ending, sniping those 6 points, and Gabbo after that mistake only getting 3 points, but the match or the points will be a bit more in those rounds, so I think that this match will not take longer overall. I think we will even be done a bit quicker, because now we have those 8 points additionally to that. You have those 5 points additionally as well, and that will play a big role instead of it being 10, 6, 4 and 3 points. So players will on average get more points per round.
Yeah, it is. I believe if my quick math was right, it is on average you should be getting, well, it is 36 points in total to be given away with 6 contestants. So it is 6 points on average a player should be getting, which is definitely. So yeah, so quick maths on the spot as well, which is more than slightly more than your 10-6-4-3 repetition with 4 people. So, and especially with a lot of variables, with a lot of players in the mix, you never know what you're gonna get. But one thing you are gonna be getting is the fact that noiszia is looking to, you know, get a bit of a confidence boost and maybe go for his own little ace on a track, because currently he's looking to get another win on the board with Lele and Rook1e trying to catch up here and trying to get some points on the board. But noiszia is just going pretty much consistently, just doing the same time over and over again, and nobody really has an answer at the moment. But it's a good reflection, you know. That would be a very good way to go into the grand final from such a strong performance.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, it's just 0.25 of a difference when it comes to points. But if you just avoid 4th, 5th, and 6th place, you will not really, like, you will just survive in this match and just get gradually points towards that, as we have also seen that in round number 1, where it was noiszia. I think he was not first in 3 out of those rounds. In normal cup mode, you would have already been behind 12 points, and I think there he was only like 10 points behind or something like that. But I think you get the point. Like, if you just get first and second in those rounds, you will get so many points out of it. Those 8 points are just OP. But right now, noiszia doesn't really want to get those 8 points. He wants to get 10 points again, and that is a great performance from the upper bracket 3rd place, let's say like that. But of course, there's still a long way to go. 130 points instead of 120. Good turn from Rook1e as well, coming closer, applying a lot of pressure to noiszia, who gets a good line. Goes so close there to the wall, but sets himself up very nicely for that turn. But Rook1e is there to do some damage. Can go for the overtake. Who's gonna get the better ending? It is Rook1e overtaking, because he finished a bit earlier. And with that, 10 points are towards him. But now, you know, noiszia is getting 8 instead of 6 points. So he's at 28 points, which is still a lot. And he's still so far ahead of Rook1e. It's 4 points of difference, which is a lot in this format right now.
Yeah, looking very good for noiszia and Rook1e as well. I mean, Rook1e should rename himself at least to amateur at this point, you know, or maybe semi-pro, not a rookie for the longest time anymore. But, you know, ooh, I saw Natz having a bit of a fumble there, just hitting that corner ever so heavily as well. But hey, noiszia, I mean, he had almost his nose up in front there, but Rook1e was able to just get him on the line there. So that was the one thing that I was afraid of as well. If you go a bit set up a bit too wide there as well, you will allow yourself to be overtaken by that sideways finish ring as well. And we've seen many of times that has happened in various competition, and Rook1e displaying that ever so well. But noiszia just seems to be in a world of his own kind of at the moment, at least to start off this match. Every round he's been first, and this round he's just absolutely gone ahead. He's really sending it as well. This is not a slow run, honestly.
Yeah, this is not a slow run. This could be a very serious time from noiszia, who is 0.6 ahead of Lele, who snipes away that second place from Rook1e. But maybe that was just deceiving, because everyone has maybe made a slight mistake or was just saving it. But look how close that was between second and fourth. Only 0.1. Then Natz completely made a mistake, and he is only getting 3 points. So right now Gabbo and Natz with 14 points. And then we have a great fight for second place between Lele and I think that was, if my memory serves me correctly, it was Rook1e, true, who's amateur in our books at least, or maybe an intermediate beginner.
Yeah, intermediate Rook1e, maybe at this point. You know, maybe he wants to stick to that name, so he can, or maybe he can just, you know, do like the statuses. You know, he was, you know, you can have like maybe he's like bronze Rook1e, and then you go for the silver Rook1e, gold Rook1e. Author Rook1e, Champ Rook1e, Super Track Master Rook1e, you know, STM Rook1e, you know, in many ways you can go about it.
Finisher Rook1e, bad chest.
Yeah, you could go, or, you know, SAC finalist Rook1e, you know, plenty of names. Veteran Rook1e, you know, names galore there.
Rook1e, Rocky Balboa
as well. Yeah,
Rook1e Balboa.
Oh, there we go. You could have some fun with those names, but either way, we are going on to Cerveza, of course, on our lovely ice map as well. Now, I'm interested to see, because noiszia actually had some really good rounds here in the previous contentions, but it was that Charles was really pushing it and sending that ice light ever so well. So I'm curious to see who will be able to take the mantle this time as the true ice god of South America. I don't know, I'm curious to know, chat, you know, more well-versed of the scene. Is there actually any ice gods or ice connoisseurs in the South American scene? We have a few in the NA scene that I know of, but South America maybe not so much. So maybe people can enlighten us. But we have more enlightening to do, and that is finding out who will get more points on this track and ever so closer to that grand final.
Yeah, let's see who will be stepping closer to the enlightenment here, as noiszia gets a really good start. And wow, what a round actually between all of those players. I thought noiszia will push away with it, but he's not even secured on that first position. Right now it is Rook1e with a great line. noiszia opens the steering very nicely, tries to get as much speed as possible, but look at that round. Gabbo also now in the mix, as well as Natz, who didn't have the best start on map number 1, but now the ice comes into play, the reality check, as Rook1e gets a great line there. But we see a releaser. Natz, I think, released the accelerator, and noiszia with a beautiful exit finds himself in the lead and wins the round 55.40, 0.15 ahead of Rook1e. That is a good time from both of them though, and the player from Uruguay cannot get himself that first place here eventually. But I mean, still first and second, getting first and second in those rounds. Baupro also okay points. Lele still on third, even though this round didn't look that promising for him. I think he got 5 points on that, and then Natz and Gabbo are at 18 and 17 points dead last.
Yeah, and we saw something that Trackmania doesn't get much attention from, but we saw synchronized slide outs as well. You know, that beautiful ballerina display, as we saw slide out, one went left, one went right, and then all of the rest in between. Absolutely, perfectly choreographed. We'll see what these players have thought for the next segment of what will happen in the ice slide. But for the time being, noiszia and Natz now finding himself more up in front. It is Rook1e who has fallen a bit behind here, as well as Gabbo and Baupro are more looking to find on the better end. So we get another view of everybody going into the ice slide. Who will be skill checked this time? Baupro loses the gear. Everybody else, and Natz also gets skill checked. So every time we go into the ice section, we have to roll the dice, and 2 players have to have a bit of a moment there. But for the rest, noiszia at least raking in the points and making sure that he gets away from the pole part, because honestly, if you get a lead in this point repetition, that is gonna serve you quite well, as long as you don't get last, because then it's a bit awkward.
Yeah, but I mean, you still got 3 points out of it. It could have been even more punishing that, like, last place only gets 1 point or something like that. This could really happen. And in an 8-way situation, this really is the case, because then you get 2 and 1 point, obviously, in that way. But now Rook1e makes a rookie mistake. I just had to do that joke at 1 point during the cast, going a bit too early there and misjudges the line. And noiszia is 14 plus points ahead, of course, excluding this round that is still ongoing right now. We have 31 seconds that have elapsed in this round, and we see another mistake. I think that was Natz being a bit too greedy on that turn, a bit too overambitious, and touches in there, but also Gabbo with a mistake. So now it's between the two winner bracket final losers, between noiszia and Lele, who could also go up to second place. But look at that ice stat from noiszia, just so controlled, so good. And to be honest, Kriidy, if he plays like that in the grand final, I think, like I already forecasted it beforehand, he will be making something happen. What happened to Natz?
Natz had a moment of ice again. He found, instead of finding the wall earlier, he found the wall on the outside, and then got overtaken in the end as well, to add insult to injury. So, as I've already turned the coin, I've been saying it more and more as it always comes prevalent. It became more prevalent with the monthly cup track that we saw people having a great time on the 360 there. But more so ice with a great equalizer, and that pole, well, that's one way to equalize the situation, because noiszia definitely was taken down a notch by that, so he has to do a bit of catch up, but maybe he can rely on catching a few spots on the ice light. But for the rest, Natz, I mean, he has been constantly up in front, but he hasn't been really able to capitalize on that. That ice section really has been a bit of a headache for him. Maybe he can get it this time. Maybe 4th time the charm. You know, maybe, surely it works now. Looks clean, has to conservatively get out of the slide, but Baupro gets the victory on the board, and also a decent time for the round. So even if he's a bit fallen a bit behind from 2nd and 3rd position, you know, that 10 point is still a very valuable resource.
Yeah, a very valuable resource indeed, and I think that was the worst performance from noiszia in some of those rounds. So he is only getting 4 points, and we're already gonna go into map number 3. There you go, Golden Hour by Manox, who's already in the grand final alongside with Charles, of course, for seed 1 and 2. And then noiszia was seed 3, Rook1e was seed 4, so this will be the no-brainer after seeing the seeding, of course. But you never know what will happen, and right now it also looks really good for Rook1e, but he's only 1 point ahead of Lele, who plays a very good match. I think it was seed 6, if I recall that correctly. And then Baupro also with 45 points and a 1st position after, or in the round beforehand. Doesn't look that bad for him either, and just a couple of good positions later, he could be ahead of Rook1e if noiszia continues to dominate and just locks away that 1st position from the rest of the playing field.
I mean, I will say this much as well. Lele definitely has been a good surprise. I mean, even being he's definitely outperforming based on his seeding. So clearly, a time attack maybe, you know, something that he doesn't maybe prefer that much. But the rounds has definitely treated him a lot more and better compared to the rest of the field, because, you know, I'm sure Rook1e is looking to get like a bit of revenge, because, you know, technically Lele was the one to knock him out. And I hear a horn somewhere as well. Probably Baupro, if I saw that correctly as well. But regardless, I feel like Rook1e is also looking to get a bit of redemption, because he wanted to be in that upper bracket instead. So it's a perfect match for him to take it and get his well-deserved ticket as well. But all said and done, well, we have a fair bit to go. We're not even halfway. Well, noiszia is halfway through the match. The rest of them will still have to get to that point. But we see again noiszia, Rook1e, and Lele taking up the front end. Gabbo, Baupro, Natz doing a bit of catch-up game, but again, noiszia finds himself in a good position, and anything considered, and Lele also giving him a rough time, and Rook1e falling a bit behind now, not getting the most optimal lines, and already a 10th behind of the front two, but really, it all comes down to this final ending. This water can be a bit devastating towards the end.
Yeah, it can indeed be devastating if you mess up the apex, but noiszia is looking very strong here and also gets that turn so good. He has struggled in one of the rounds with this turn, going a bit too wide there and messing up the entry into the last straight of the map, or the last stretch rather, and it is noiszia winning another round. Lele on second, Rook1e getting third, Gabbo on fourth, Natz on fifth, and then Baupro, after a very promising start or ending of the previous map, only with 3 points. Lele and Rook1e only 1 point apart in noiszia. Insane lead already, 82 points in those rounds already accumulated for him, and only more to come. He looks very good. I hope that his mental, or he can build up some momentum in the grand final, then he can even win all of it if maybe the others have not the best match.
Yeah, it definitely it definitely will benefit it more coming in from the lower brackets, because he's warmed up, ready to go, and has that extra bit of motivation now that he has won, or could be winning his lower bracket match, because he's looking to do so with very good comfort as well at the moment, because he's far away from everybody involved, because everybody's having a bit of a tough time getting through the track with consistency. Even Rook1e finds himself in last position, and everybody else is fighting for that second, third, and fourth, and even fifth position. Gabbo is the one to falter, but Natz is the one to take second position. Lele overtakes Baupro on the line, and it all falls to place now. noiszia extends the lead, and everybody gets a bit congested there in the middle. You know, everybody gets a fair bit of points, not too much tussling then and there, and I feel like noiszia will sort of close it out rather quickly, and then we'll start basically phase 2 of this match, basically finding out who is willing to push it for the ultimate position to get that final spot in the grand final.
Yeah, this will be very close indeed, and I mean, Baupro kind of fell behind, but now Rook1e and Lele are just like inseparable, let's say like that, and Gabbo cannot really find any entry into this match, as well as Natz. Natz had some good rounds, but then was making so many mistakes, unfortunately, and is also behind now again, as well as Baupro. So we still have those 3 players who have really been crystallized out of those couple of rounds, who have not been making so many mistakes. So I think noiszia has been falling behind because he crashed before the freewheel. Rook1e was able to get it through, and Gabbo, that was a terrible mistake, unfortunately for him, going into the wall or a checkpoint or whatever that was, and Lele winning the round ahead of Rook1e, and then noiszia, 6 points for him, not too bad, up to 98 points for him. And we have Lele also now catching a bit of air, but Rook1e, of course, getting 8 points, so it is only 5 points still between them. You cannot really run away if your opponent also performs really good in this format.
Yeah, that is something to keep in mind, truly, but that 20-point lead will do noiszia, for example, very much a good service for the time being, as Lele and Rook1e battle it out. Then Baupro, Natz, and Gabbo, they're the ones who just have to sort of play the devil's advocate, in the sense that they can deny points from Rook1e and Lele, and possibly even noiszia if he has a bit of a fumbly round. But we see Rook1e now is very much up in front, but as soon as I say that, as a bit of an awkward entry, doesn't get the best speed out of it, and has to give away almost all of his positions, barely stays in front in third position, with Gabbo being the one to lead the helm at the moment, with noiszia trying to take over the positions. He's looking very good for Gabbo, but is he willing to push the very end here? They're gonna come neck and neck with noiszia with an excellent drift in the end, overtakes Gabbo, willing to push the extra mile, and is rewarded by another 10 points. Very good race in the end, but that's where the difference is being made. One drift, but if you just want to, if you want it a bit more, then it's all there for the taking.
Yeah, but also Gabbo here with 8 points, but well, noiszia I think, the man of the minute here, or the man of the hour, kind of, with 108 points already. He can close it out. I mean, now the format is a bit different because like 8 points are just so good for him. He could just get 8 points in 2 of those rounds and then he would still be up to 124 and then only in need of a second place. So it could just be sticking to the plan, just trying to drive consistent, because Emerald was a map. I mean, I think in general, what was the map that noiszia really struggled on? I don't remember the name from the top of my head, but there was one map. Was it this one?
I believe it was. I believe it still was the map that we struggle still to name. I think it was Saltaire.
Yeah, it was the map from Casitos, yeah.
Yeah, that was the one where people were struggling. Well, Charles, noiszia, and everybody weren't really getting the groove, and Manox was the one to really chuck away with it. But I mean, Emerald looked really good. I remember most rounds, noiszia was definitely up there as well. But you know, it's very easy to just have a bit of a moment. But noiszia definitely loves this quarter pipe. He always has a really good lineup for it and wants to go for that low jump. So that's where he gains the most amount of time. But you know, that is how it will go. It can go really well, but rightly so. If he just sticks to, you know, his usual style, doesn't really need to push too much. He can just get a finalist mode in 3 rounds and then just secure his grand finalist position. But still a bit fair to do, you know. It might not go as well as planned, but we see as maybe not going to plan for Gabbo as well, as he has a bit of a fumble to start off, and now he's going to enjoy every single nose slide imaginable at the start. So off to the front end, as Baupro also falls a bit. So 4-man race up in the spot, with Rook1e giving us the best perspective of it.
Yeah, Rook1e giving us a very good perspective here indeed, and noiszia on his way to just continue to dominate this match. Let's go into the POV of Natz, who goes for a very wide line there, but having struggles to just control that speed, and you can see that he will lose so much time because, of course, the outside line looks good at first sight, but the just threatening the needle there is so hard because you just have to steer there in this sector. So that's why Natz lost half a second, but can come back with a good ending. But it's not enough. It's actually enough by 1,000 to overtake Lele there in the ending. So important for Natz. And then we have Gabbo, who's able to finish as well, but 8.88 seconds behind. So noiszia up to 118 points. This is looking very promising, but the battle for second is still on. But slowly but surely, Natz getting some points. Now 20 points behind. Still catch-upable, courtesy to Cena's Apple here, of course. And let's go into the next round with the POV of Gabbo, who gets a good start right now and is not too far behind from the leaders, who are Natz and noiszia.
Yeah, and again, it's a good example of the case. You're not safe until you cross the finish line, and 1,000 is all you need in that end. So that could come into play, and Gabbo having a bit of a struggle making it worth. It's interesting that Natz is the only one that goes for that line, but I mean, it gets past most of the majority. It doesn't get, you know, past the noiszia there, but if he can control that speed, it's definitely working out for him better than expected, honestly. But it is a risk he is willing to take, and honestly, he's looking to get a good speed and another second position for Natz, getting more into it. Maybe a map that he prefers a lot more. noiszia prefers to be in first position, as always. So great races still as well, all things considered. Lele and Rook1e are still battling, you know, tussling basically 1 point then and there either way, so they're still sort of neck and neck in that regard. But noiszia is on the verge of going into finalist mode no matter what, as long as he finishes.
Yeah, he just has to finish the round. And I mean, that's how advantageous those 8 points are. Imagine Natz would have gotten second place. And okay, I think he has some controller problems or something like that, because he just steered arbitrarily, in my opinion. But, you know, instead of 18 points, he now got 24 out of those 3 rounds. So that is just awesome for him to say it like that. But of course, let's focus on that fight between Rook1e, Lele, and noiszia. noiszia can just deny some points with that first position. Lele not with the best line there. I think he had some gear problems. Never mind, that was just another gear howling in the back. And maybe this was even Rook1e who didn't have a good line there. And right now, it is a good fight that is brewing up for second, all in this ending sector. And Rook1e has a good line. noiszia as well. Rook1e, oof, that was so close to the wall. And also almost not making the finish jump. but both of them surviving, and the positions do not change in the end. noiszia is finalist, and as I have maybe predicted already in the winner bracket final, I thought that noiszia will definitely make it into the final, but he still has to clear the finalist mode, which sometimes is easier said than done.
Yeah, but so far, honestly, we've had some very good moments. As Gabbo has a moment of lapse in judgment, forgets that there is one more round to be played, I think. I think he was expecting a map switch and he was like, okay, let's put the controller down for a moment. Then he realized, oh no, one more round, and has to go again. But if anything is to look at the moment, it seems that noiszia needs to absolutely have the best run of his life to catch up now, because he finds himself in 5th position, while the rest are kind of running away with it. He had a bit of a fumble there as well, but still could be possible. We could see, one fly there, but noiszia is doing everything in his power to make that impossible. So it seems that he won't be closing it out on Emerald. So we will have to make a map switch, but it's a perfect opportunity for the rest to get points. And look at that, Rook1e is behind Lele, but these 10 points, woo! Ooh!
Oh my god,
dude. That was a lot closer than it needed to be. He almost got stuck in that finish block there, but he made it happen. All good in the hood. Lele, of course, gives all the points away now, because Rook1e now jumps past him and takes himself the 3-point lead. So looking good.
And that's rightfully what you talked about. Like, if you perform well and your opponent only gets 5th, that's a point discrepancy of 6 points. And that is so much in this format, to say the least, as it is now Rook1e on 2nd place. But of course, we play up until 1:30. So we could see that this will be the last map. But of course, Natz has had some potential. And also Baupro showed some good rounds on some of the maps. So let's go into Saltare or whatever that map is pronounced by Kriidy. This could be it if noiszia closes it out, but beforehand we have a small warm-up to calm down. And well, I mean, Kriidy, how do you actually feel for you being 2 a.m.? Because I mean, you can maybe also hear that I lowered my voice a bit because I want to take a bit more responsibility that my neighbors do sleep, because my window is also still open.
I care for my neighbors, of course, as well, but I care for good Trackmania, and the only way to do good Trackmania is if you're 100% in it. Honestly, I'm a person who doesn't mind being late into the hour. If I'm prepared, I'm good to go. We got the energy, we're good to go. We have plenty of Trackmania to still. We're not even done with the lower bracket final, and we have still the grand final to go. And honestly, it's all good. Of course, there's no boogeyman in the name of Manhooks to ace everybody. So it's all up to noiszia to get it done, because if he's gonna let it simmer, I mean, it's only gonna boil over as Rook1e and Lele will be going into finalist mode, and then that grand final ticket might not be as secured as possible. But as long as he gets it done in the first round, I mean, he doesn't really have to worry about the rest then.
Yeah, that is for sure. So extensive explanation there, and let's go ahead into the round, because noiszia is in final still. You do not lose that by any chance, but Natz, it seems like it's not really his map, as he is at 81 points and crashes into the wall. So this just compounds into an even bigger deficit that he has already had beforehand. So noiszia, only a couple of turns left for him to reach the grand final and maybe have a better rematch, and maybe even take 2nd or even 1st position, which is possible for him, for the Argentinian. And we could also see a much safer approach here in this sector from noiszia, not pushing the dirt turn like to oblivion. And there you go, noiszia is through. Lele also getting 2nd place. They're very important, because Rook1e got 4th place, so they're now dead even, but only one of them can make it, both up to 112 points, and I think this will be a 1v1 between them.
Yeah, and there's a possibility that they could go into double finalist mode together as well. If they finish 1 and 2, doesn't matter what order they go, as long as it is 1 and 2, they will be both in finalist mode as well to decide the ticket. And it would be very good. Well, ideally, it would be that one of these players gets, the points needed, and the other one maybe has a bit of a fumble. It makes, for them a much easier task, one extra shot at the finalist mode, if you want to put it like that. But it is the fact that Rook1e is taking the lead now. And with noiszia out of the way, it seems that Rook1e is the one to decide, you know what, it's my time to shine now. And going for it as well. But Natz, Gabbo, Lele are still in the mix and not really giving Lele room to breathe. Rook1e really going for that nice line there. Absolutely sending it, but Lele goes for the safer approach. But it is slower if somebody goes for a better outside line, and Natz denies the points. So Rook1e will be the one to go into the sole finalist mode. So he gets an extra opportunity to deny Lele here.
Not yet. It's 1:30.
Oh, it's 1:30.
Don't feel tricked. But yeah, I mean, you know, I mess up, you mess up. It can happen. It's very late, so bear with us. But I mean, he will probably jump into his own finalist status for one round at least, because he said 122 points and Lele said 118, so those 4 points could play an important role if Rook1e at least gets second place in this round. But of course now with 5 players and without noiszia, it gets a bit easier, of course. So let's see. But now Natz also woke up with a monster of a run here. As you can see, he's at 92 points and could definitely go up to 100, maybe even 102 if he wins this round against Rook1e, who only needs a second place, and Gabbo also now in the mix. So this is a good round to follow Natz with a good setup, overseeing a little bit, so Rook1e having a bit of a better setup, but he should not push that much, but he's rightfully doing so. He is having a great line, and that was so close there, Kriidy. Oh my god, so close to the wall, and there you go. Rook1e will be in finalist mode. Natz finishes on 4th, and then Gabbo on 2nd, Lele on 3rd. So this is 126 points for him. He needs another 3rd position, but most importantly, from his POV, he has to deny Rook1e the 10 points.
Yeah, I had a bit of a premature finalist mode moment there indeed. But basically I predicted what was going to happen just one round too early. Indeed, rightly so, Rook1e now has the chance to take it right here. Where Lele denied him before, Rook1e could be able to get his final laugh in this case and secure a spot in the grand final. Of course, we see the 2 players who it matters it to most, Lele and Rook1e, fighting in the front. Natz is the one that is slowly waking up as well and could be a bit of a wrench in their plans, because he's, well, that wall is a wrench in his plans, that's for sure. And we see that Rook1e is also having a bit of a struggle to catch up to Lele, a bit wobbly there, so he has to now fully send it, but with that line, no, that's not gonna happen. It went too wide on the grass, so Lele only has to do is just cruise it to the victory. He will go for the safe line here. He doesn't want to ever go for the outside line, but for now, that is perfectly fine. So double finalist mode is now upon us. Rook1e can only watch and observe as Lele crosses the line, so good luck to both players. May the best man take it.
Yeah, may the best man take it, and also the person who can handle the pressure the best here. Natz, Baupro and Gabbo had their moments, but they could solely not match the pace from noiszia, who was really strong, and then also from Rook1e and Lele. So this will all be decided on the maybe last map, and I think this will be the last map, maybe even the last round of the rotation. We have Korean, and I think that's where everything also started on this match.
That is very rightly so. We go back with the rotation to the first map of the track, which might only see one round indeed. Of course, it is on the eyes of Lele and Rook1e. Can Lele deny Rook1e twice in the tournament? He did so in the upper bracket matches beforehand. Can he do it again? Of course, and get his spot and maybe a redemption match compared to the upper bracket final we had. So maybe a second chance, you know, sometimes that is all you need. Or maybe Rook1e is the one to give us a bit of a different storyline, a bit of a different outcome out of the possible solutions that maybe Doctor Strange was able to see. But we'll see how that much will go. But I'm looking forward to this, because honestly it looked very good for Rook1e on this track. If we take noiszia out of the equation, but so far it seems that Lele is more than up for the task. But I think it is going to be decided by this one round. Winner takes it all, basically.
Yeah, winner takes it all indeed, and the pressure is on. It is also for the esports earning, of course. Sometimes it can be very hard to just get yourself into some of them. To be honest, in Trackmania, and €10 guaranteed for fourth position is being gained for the players, or $10 rather. So let's go into the last round, maybe, of this loser or lower bracket final. As you also rightfully said in the chat, loser sounds a bit too negative. And right now it is Lele with a wonky line. Rook1e, as you also said, is leading right now, but Lele has to push, but didn't get the best speed out of it. Rook1e looking really good to take it home and make it into the grand final.
Yeah, it's looking rather comfortable indeed. Natz is even the one in between Lele, so Lele really has to push it or hope that Rook1e has a bit of a lapse in judgment, but Rook1e seems to be going for the absolute extremes, so it is a 1v1 now. Natz also falls a bit behind, so it's all basically Rook1e's to lose and Lele's to steal. But it looks like at the moment the comfortability is there, nothing majorly needing there, and Rook1e gets a bit of a fumble.
No.
Lele has more speed. Will he be done by the
God! No way! No
thousandths of a
way!
second,
What?
and Lele gets it again. Oh my god, that's the worst way to lose a finalist mode. He clips it in the end. Oh, I would be... Honestly, that is one of those slam your desk moments there. Oh, I feel bad for him.
I think Rook1e will not sleep well the next 2 nights, because he played such a good match, but it was 0.008 of a second. What a mistake. I cannot believe it. I would have screamed here if I cannot be that loud. But I cannot be that loud, I mean. And well, it is Lele and noiszia, both who dropped from the winner bracket final into the final again. So we have a rematch here, Kriidy.